Welcome back, everyone, to Grillin' with News 4. This is Tony Skinner. He is the Director of Technical Services at Seaboard Triumph Foods in Sioux City. Sweet mustard glazed pork tenderloin sliders. My mouth is already watering here, Tony, so start walking us through this. Obviously, pork tenderloin is going to be at the center of this.
Absolutely. The first step is to prepare a marinade of Dijon mustard and barbecue sauce.
Okay.
You put that and let that marinate at least 6 hours, preferably overnight,
Got it.
so it really soaks up that flavor that you're going to cook in.
Okay, now this goes in there long before we do anything with the rest of the ingredients.
Correct.
Okay, how long does this go in to start to cook?
So you'll put it in one of these, aluminum pans.
Yep.
You will have a 350-degree grill, and you'll put it on there to cook. It'll be roughly 20 minutes, give or take. You'll want to turn it once while it's in there, but the temperature needs to get to 130.
Okay. Now there are 2 steps to cooking this tenderloin,
Absolutely.
so don't think that you're going to pull it out and at 130 you're going to slice it up and make the sandwiches, because there's another step to go.
Absolutely.
So while that is resting,
Yep.
what's the next step?
Well, then you start to prepare the butter sauce that's going to go over the top of the sliders. So you mix up the ingredients in the recipe: butter, poppy seeds, a little bit of mustard, and the rest of those ingredients. So you prepare that, then you grab take the tenderloin back to the grill, which is turned up to full heat, about 500 degrees, and you sear it with about 1 to 2 minutes on each side to bring that temperature up to 145, which is the target safe eating condition.
And then we rest it again.
Rest it again while we then start to prepare the actual slider itself.
Okay. So tell us about how we're building the sandwich now, because this is amazing.
Yep. So I do happen to have some of the tenderloin already cooked and tempered and ready to go, but we start with putting the sweet Hawaiian rolls with mustard. Then you choose what you like. Do you like your tenderloin or your bacon?
Oh, I like tenderloin.
Okay, so then all we do is start to layer the tenderloin throughout the sandwich, right? And you cover it as densely as you can get it, because everybody likes that super soft tenderloin. Okay.
So tenderloin's down.
Then we go with the cheese.
Oh man.
So Swiss cheese is what this recipe calls for, but if you like other cheese, do your flavors.
The sense I'm getting now is meat, cheese, meat.
Exactly. So then the bacon, right? And bacon makes everything better, doesn't it?
Does.
So then we get that ready to go.
Okay. Any more cheese? There's more. Of course, if there's cheese left, we don't want to waste it, folks.
Exactly. So finish up with the cheese, and then if there's anything else you want to add, you can. But the last piece is to just replace the sweet rolls.
Got it.
Right. Get those placed.
Like Tetris.
Exactly. When they start to fall apart. Now the key step is this looks ready as a slider.
Oh no.
But we still have that butter sauce, right? So all we do is we just pour the butter sauce and the sesame seeds, and you can be a little more precise by spooning it over to make it nice and attractive.
We're all family here.
But that's okay. Then you take this back to the grill and let it toast in the butter and topping. And once that's done, it's about 3 to 4 minutes to toast.
Through the magic of television,
we have,
oh man, does that look good?
Sliders.
I want to taste it, but I have to tell everyone where they can find the recipe, ktiv.com. Tony, let's eat.
Let's eat.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.